Hello and good afternoon. My name is Thornton, and today I will be presenting two contrasting monologues. The first is from Jeff Good and Lawrence Fingerhut's Narcissus and Echo, and the second is from Edward Albee's A Delicate Balance. Please be aware these pieces are asterisk for language, violence, frank talk of death, sexual content, and substance abuse. If you feel this might be offensive to you, please take the time to leave now. Thank you. And with that, I very proudly represent District 5, Troupe 1139. Hi, I'm Cupid, demigod of love. Do you mind if I smoke? Which reminds me of a little joke. Do you smoke after sex? Only for a few minutes till I cool off, but up. So people will sometimes ask me, what do I do for a living? And I'll say, cause trouble. Although what I really make the big bucks is modeling for Valentine candy wrappers. Maybe you've seen this one. Ding! I know it's not quite the same without the bow and the arrow. Ding! Oh, this reminds me. I want to clear up this whole thing about the bows and the arrows because I don't know whose idea that was, but it was not me. First of all, my aim is just lousy. I mean, if I was using a shotgun, maybe, but since I'm using a bow and arrow, let's just say there's a lot more people with free time on the weekends. And have you ever been shot with an arrow? Well, I have, and trust me, it's not very romantic. No, typically, we like to use chemicals. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hey, this guy doesn't look like a chemist. Well, hey! Ding! I'm sorry, as demigod of love, I have to be careful about doing that for large groups of people. Actually, it looks like we're just about to get started and I've got to get back to work. So, thanks a lot, you guys have been great. Love you guys. Just kidding. How the thing happened, I really don't know, but one day I realized that my cat didn't like me anymore. But it was only once I realized that something had actually happened that I could place any pattern of events to things that I'd noticed. She didn't like me anymore, and it was that simple. And it wasn't just because she was old. She didn't like me anymore. And you see, I would try to force myself on her. I would try to run rooms with me. I'd pick her up and I'd make her stay in my lap. I'd make her stay there when she didn't want to. And she would tolerate it, but she'd always get done when she couldn't. She'd go away. And she wasn't sick either. You see, I had her to the vet. Now, one evening, I was just fixated on this now. I had her in the room with me, on my lap for what, the fifth time that same evening. And she lay there, with her back to me. And she wouldn't purr, and I knew. Now, I knew she was just waiting until she could get down, and I said, now, damn you. You like me. Now, God damn it, you stop this now. I haven't done anything to you, and I shook her. I put my hands right around her shoulders, and I shook her. And she bit me. Hard, and hissed at me, and so I hit her, smack, right across the head. I hated it! I must have hurt her ear some. She shook her head a lot for the next day or two. And you see, there was no reason. She and I had been, well, you know, friends, and there was no reason. I just hated her for that. I hated her. Well, I suppose because I was being accused of something, of failing. I had her killed. I didn't have her put to sleep. I had her killed. You see, I took her to the vet, and the vet took her in the back and gave her an injection in her spine and killed her. had her killed. I had her killed. Thank you.